Good morning. I figured there's so much I need to talk about after the weekend that I'll do a get ready with me video. So let's go. I had a super busy weekend trying to come up with new recipes, developing different ideas, and let me tell you, one was a complete fail. Completely. I am applying right now the firm pads, skin firming pads right now. So the fail, I still left it in video because you got to show everything. Even the fails, that's right, even the fails. I gotta apply the moisturizer real quick and then I'll take my hair out of this monstrosity, humongous towel. Apply it in the face, do it on the neck. Today I want to do a couple of shout outs because of all the things that happened this weekend and some of the channels that I watched. So be prepared for that as I'm heading to my job. Just get rid of this right now. Throw it over the shower rod. There we go. Much better. Much better. Yeah, I noticed a couple of videos and things that I want to be able to talk about on my ride to tanning and to work. So I want to address those things. It's going to be a pretty busy week for us here at the house. Oh, that feels good. Moisturizer. Ta-da! This I'll use twice a day, morning and night. This weekend I was doing a mask and trying to dry my face out. I wasn't trying to dry it out. It did dry my face out. So moving on. Deodorant. Fails. Recipe fails. Let me tell you. Just when you think you know everything about cooking, you don't. You surely don't. And you try all the tips and all the tricks, and you know you don't live in Denver, the mile-high city, so you don't have to adjust for your altitude, and your recipe fails. It was one of those. It was one of those weekends. Well, first off, I want to call out, shout out, call out, hair treatment, curly hair treatment. One of my followers, you know, you just gotta say, God bless their soul. I don't know if it's a he or a she. I think it's a he. It could be a she from the picture, but I don't know. They said to me and you guys can go back and see some of my comments from earlier videos, or a few videos ago actually, where they said, Jerry, what happened to your face? I don't think he or she ever saw the video where I said that one time one of my German Shepherds had tried to play fetch, or no, gimme paw with my face and almost came within like a millimeter of getting my eye in her paw. Yeah, that's right. So that's why you see this bag. Well, I guess I have two bags, but this is more pronounced than ever. Nope, not doing plastic surgery. Nope, not trying to impress anybody. But I thought that was kind of unusual for a person that I really don't know to ask me that question. But I didn't feel like deleting the message nor chastising the person because they just don't know. And you have to reply in kindness with people. Oh, I've had the vegetarians address me before and talk about how I'm trying to kill myself. People in real life actually, putting on the pants, people in real life actually feel like I'm going to die at any given moment because I eat all this meat. Talking to my sister, on Friday, she says, "Oh, I just can't stand meat. I don't get meat aversion." And I know that Hope from Mission Keto, I know she has a meat aversion, but in comparison to me speaking now, I can only speak for myself. I can't imagine myself having a meat aversion. I just can't. I love the protein side, but more so, especially now, because I used to have a lot of vegetables. I used to have the Elaine from Seinfeld big ASS salad. That used to be a part of my regimen. I can tell you, I would shop in the produce department and get tons and tons of vegetables. Look at the shirt I'm wearing today. I hope you can see this. I hope it shows. I'll scroll up to read it. I used to buy tons and tons of vegetables, sometimes just to find them in the bottom of my refrigerator bins. Why am I wearing this shirt today? Because of Dan Bongino. Second shout out right now. I remember when Hope and Andy, I'm speaking about Andy from Mission Carnivore, Andy had asked during one of his lives, who watches Dan Bongino? And of course, you know I do. Yeah. But nobody else commented about that. Well, at least on or during the live, nobody commented. So I thought, I don't know. Is it proper to talk about your preferences, whether you eat all carnivore or vegetarian or what have you, or if you're a Democrat, Republican, or independent, whatever the case may be? Is it proper? I think it is, but I'm looking for a change right now because this country has had it for so bad for so long. It's time for a change. So, Andy Mission Keto, I am 100% with you on the Dan Bongino. Love him, love his appointment as Deputy FBI Director to Kash Patel. Let's go. Okay, gotta go downstairs, have some coffee because it's almost time for my Kelly Hogan class. Should have wore a Kelly Hogan shirt. How many shirts can I wear? 9 o'clock every Monday. Let's go. It is Monday at 5 minutes to 11. Just heading out to go to my tanning session for the day. And this is what I will be eating today. Today was a busy day. I didn't get the chance to make French toast sticks like I intended to, but you will see that video more than likely tomorrow on Tuesday. Today is Monday, February 24th. Happy birthday to the youngest, Lisa. Happy birthday to you. This is what I will be having during the course of my day. I have 4 slices of bacon that I meal prepped yesterday. The other third of the wrap, cottage cheese egg wrap that I made that I couldn't finish yesterday. The 2/3 that I made, totally filling yesterday. Saturday's leftover chicken egg salad over here. I've got cheddar and Parmesan cheese here, pepperoni here, and what you see here is the keto brick, the newest keto brick, the tallow keto brick. That's Primal Fudge. What I did in food prep this weekend was turn it into little pucks. So I have 3 little pucks of the keto brick. A little hard to see. Sorry about that. And then I made 4 brown butter bites. caramelized it so it's browned enough, have enough natural sweetness from the butter. That is what is for my feeding today. Not a lot, but it is a lot for me. See you later. Yikes, yes, I forgot. I have some of the same cheddar and Parmesan cheese here that I turned into crackers, cheddar and Parmesan crackers, no dip necessary. 2 bubble waters also that I'm taking to work so that I can put some Soleil water in them. This is my Soleil water that I make, salt water. And I'll be putting that into the bubble water. And I'll be drinking those also. Cheers for now. Okay, I am rolling. The weather is supposed to be gorgeous up here, considering I live in northwestern Wisconsin and it's the end of February. It is supposed to be 46 degrees outside, so let's go. This weekend, wow. As I told you earlier when you were getting ready with me, I tried a couple of recipes. The one recipe was really from one of my subscribers asking me to sub out true chicken, real chicken egg whites for the egg white powder. So I did do that, and I'm going to have a separate video for that. More than likely I'll conclude it tomorrow because I want to make a meal, a entree, I don't know what you want to call it, something I can eat. That's carnivore. So I want to finish that video tomorrow. I watched a lot of podcasts, did a lot of catch up on the videos that I follow of the people. So yeah, typically during Monday through Friday, I don't have a lot of time because of my schedule and the job that I have for second shift. But I can kind of sort of work my way around that to a certain extent with watching. Now that Dan Bongino has become the deputy FBI director, come next week, I'm going to have a whole extra hour because he will be no longer, I guess I should say, spoiler alert, if you're a Dan Bongino follower and you don't know the news, turn me off for about 2 minutes. 3, 2, 1. He announced that he will no longer be doing his podcasts. I don't know if one of his staff is going to fill in for him. I'm not real sure, but I am really, really going to miss that. Really going to miss that. There's some smoke here. Let me turn the camera around. Wow, I don't know. I'm going to assume, see all that smoke there? I'm going to assume that somebody's burning garbage, but let's just pray that they are only burning garbage right now, because that's a whole lot of smoke. So I just stopped to say a little prayer. Okay, back to the video. Wowzers. Turn the camera up. There we go. Yeah, I noticed, and maybe it's because of my choice, my personal choice, my, for lack of a better word, prejudice in the choices that I have, that I choose certain channels. Now, obviously, the kings of cooking, my way of eating, I have two. Chris Cooking Nashville and Carnivorous Chef. Those two for Carnivorous Chef primarily does solely meats. Chris Cooking Nashville has a little bit of a bend to the keto, but he does the carnivore way of eating, so I had to catch up on some of their recipes. Wow, I love those two. That doesn't mean that I don't love Wes and the spins that he does on his recipes, whether they're his own creative recipes or he has recipe battles that he features two people, basic same recipe, and he tries them both and he states what his opinion is of which recipe he likes better. And of course, let's not forget Keto Upgrade and Alicia DiStefano. She is a professionally trained pastry chef that does keto specialties. She makes products and she also delivers. And personally, I have chosen to subscribe to her channel financially to her channel because she gives me something of value with her recipes. And I look at it, when I do subscribe, I look at it as Wes says from Highfalutin Low Carb, consider it a tip jar. And the tips that I get from Alicia DiStefano and Chris Cooking Nashville, and recently I am subscribed to and sponsoring keto. Sorry, a bunch of deers went across the road and I didn't want to be distracted. So where was I? I was saying that, oh yes, more recently I have decided to subscribe to Dustin Cade's channel, Keto Simple. He does a weekly live podcast with a bunch of people, and I think it's kind of fun. I have really never looked into his channel because, frankly, I only thought that that's all he did. So I enjoy his interaction with other people, but I was watching his channel this way, and it's very interesting. I didn't know the things he did on that channel until this weekend, so hey, Dustin. Now, some of you may be dismayed because I don't subscribe to you, haven't joined your channels for subscriptions, but remember, us as an audience, us watching, hitting the like button, sharing people's videos, commenting, all of those things help the channel. So yes, periodically I will throw Ketogenic Woman Anita a super chat, or the Two Crazy Ketos a super chat, but that doesn't mean that I would not be interested in subscribing at this time, at least. So when, for example, the Two Crazy Ketos, it comes up with them being the first video that hits for a sale, I will click on their website. Also, I'm not afraid. I think I did this, and this is me thinking, I'm not for sure positive, but one time I really needed some Redmond's Real Salt, and I thought, you know what, let me support Hope and Andy from Mission Keto. So I messaged Andy. I said, could I please have your link to Redmond's so that I can order from you? So he came back and commented to me that it's on his site. I felt, this is me after reading that, I felt, duh, Jerry, you could have known it. But I wanted to give them the credit. So I don't know if it bothered them that I did do that, or it's because I was ignorant and I didn't check the website first. It is what it is. So I ordered through them quickly because I was selfish and I needed my Redmonds right then and there, that day, that weekend. Okay, I'm at my tanning appointments. More shout outs to come. So yesterday I was watching Keto Crusade. It is the collaborative unit channel, if you will, between Chris Cooking Nashville, his channel, Victor of Southern Keto, his channel, and Keto Simple, Dustin's channel. And the topic was, whereby are we, in our way of eating, telling people what to do with what could be construed as unkind authority and stating things that work for you, or it's because your way of eating that you're trying to promote. And the YouTube is the World Wide Web. We see a lot of things on the web. I generally subscribe to people that I kind of sort of like as a person. And I know, here's a perfect, for example, Anita from the Ketogenic Woman, the sweetest and kindest and softest voice that's out there in our sphere, in our way of eating, that usually doesn't get as animated as myself. She has a Canadian accent. I have a Midwestern accent. And she does fantastic recipes. I started following her years ago when she looked the way I looked. And now the Ketogenic Woman, Anita, has melted, which is a good thing. But she always stays the same. Her tone and inflection and her approach to things and her recipes. Granted, I believe she has people behind the scenes other than myself and the occasional tripod or husband. Hold this phone for me while I film this. But the gist of the conversation was, let's not prejudice people based on what we do for ourselves and demand them do the same, or demand, listen, for example, I eat a half of a stick of butter every day and I feel fabulous. But in more of a militaristic voice. I'm trying to calm my voice down. I really am. There's just certain times I just can barely contain myself. I get so excited, but in due time, you guys will understand about me. So I have to learn to, when I'm on my videos, to be able to state that this blah blah blah
particular thing works for me because I am carnivore. But I'm also going to say I stick as close to a meat-based diet as possible. It begs people to ask the question, what do you mean as close to it, Jerry? Because I like the occasional pickle, and I love having keto chow. If it's summertime and I have company and everybody's having Breyer's ice cream sundaes or Culver's custard sundaes, and I'm drinking a keto chow. Shame on me, for shame she's having a keto chow and that's not carnivore. How dare she do that? I don't want to be that person. I choose to subscribe to various channels that aren't all carnivore, because sometimes for me what I hear is dogmatic talking in the carnivore spectrum. It's almost like turn or burn, go right or be left when it comes to religion. Nobody wants to hear that. Sometimes the real us comes into play, and I know there are people like Steve from Serious Keto that says he doesn't want to discuss politics on his channel. And I've heard that other channels don't want to discuss religion. My channel, I will discuss both politics and religion. And you, on the other end, have the choice to turn me off. And that's okay. But I shouldn't say, well, so-and-so is an independent and I am a Democrat, therefore I cannot watch your YouTube channel and I cannot associate with you. No, now that's being ridiculous. Now, something I do prejudice right now is I have a tendency to watch the Christian channels because I'm a Christian. But if somebody was to make a comment on my channel using cuss words or just really being mean, not like that guy, I think it was a guy that I told you guys about this morning, who said, Jerry, what's wrong with your face? I left that comment. I'm thinking, number one, I'm thinking it's banned, so therefore they don't have a clue on what to say. I'm also thinking that perhaps they're a younger person and they may not know what to say. Younger people usually say what's at the top of their brain, if you know what I mean. But I had to be so careful this weekend. There's a channel that I watch, a couple of channels. I'll talk about one first. Christy's Keto Journey. I've been following her for quite some time, watching her personal journey. And in the beginning, I was interjecting things in a kind way, but I didn't want to come off as very dogmatic, because in due time I found out about her and her way of eating and what she likes to do and how she likes to deviate from it. But if anyone in any video says something that I disagree with, I don't give them a thumbs up. And in turn, I would expect the same out of you. If I see something that you don't like, I don't expect a thumbs up. I expect you to voice your opinion, to comment below. if you're going to use profanity or do personal attacks, I think that's when I might have to block them and delete the message. But I've only had to do that on a couple of occasions. One for sure with the lives, because I'm a newbie when it comes to this whole YouTube thing. And I invited the entire YouTube when I said that I was going live. I kept it as everybody, and I didn't prejudice to only people that subscribe to my channel. That was my first mistake. So the proverbial crazies came out. I had to block them for life. The second channel that I'm watching, and I'm watching it with interest because I have a soft heart for her. I have such a soft heart that months ago I offered to her the fact of a 1 month, I would pay for it, a 1 month trial membership in Kelly Hogan's Zero Carb Life channel. 1 month subscription cost me $50. Now, in the same breath, I did offer it to another gentleman, and I actually put it as a comment. I didn't think it was derogatory. I put it in the comments offering it to this person. I was never acknowledged. Oh, sorry, Jerry, I don't want to, or I don't believe in what Kelly Hogan says, or thank you, but no thank you. No little comment, just to delete. So it made me just think and go, okay. But God still had them on my heart, big time. That I was just praying and praying and praying for them, not knowing what the reason was. And now it's coming to fruition that this individual is doing the extreme carnivore way of eating. So I'm going to thumbs up him and applaud him. But Ro never took it to the next level. Oh, her channel, by the way, is Ro Selvey, Selvey. And she goes out, she's relatively new. She has about maybe a little bit more subs than I do. And she's going out right now. She lost 7.5 pounds. And in some of her shorts that she had this weekend, she says that she believes the cheese caused arthritis. And I know that she said the cheese affected her joints, that she felt it, which is true for me, and inflammation. Also for me, if I don't limit myself, like I'm having cheese today for lunch and the cheese crackers, if I don't limit myself, I could spiral and just eat 5 pounds of cheese every day and be in a continual stall. But slowly but surely, I am losing weight. My body's rebelling, however, and it's holding on to the fat. So I at least lost the 24 pounds during my fasting. Still kept it off, and it is nearly March right now. So Ro was saying on her channel yesterday that she was going to bring back the cheese, but then she replied back to me, and of course if you're going to check her channel and check her shorts, you'll read the discussion we've been having about amongst ourselves, that she feels she was losing too much weight too fast. So that's why she wanted to bring back the cheese, but now she's going to completely eliminate the cheese. So I give her a kudos. She is also a woman of faith, and I pray for Ro often. She lives in California. Her and her husband just had a little trip out in Nashville, and now she's back home. So Yeah, definitely she's on my prayer list. You would be surprised. Those of you out there who I pray for, I might even pray for you guys too. There are people that have commented that I see on many other subscriptions that I belong to that have commented. Two people in particular I'm going to call out. Mia's girls, Maria, hello. Debbie Savings and her husband Jerry, hello. They don't have channels per se, but I think Maria would be an awesome channel because of her love of pets and animals. And she is a spirit-filled woman. So I follow her on Instagram because of what she offers for me spiritually. I love her so much. Debbie Savings, hence her name. She's a professional hairdresser, and I believe that she could have a lot to offer in YouTube if she does her own channel. I like those two ladies. I like them a lot. Wow, this wind is so gusty. It's going to take the Denali off the freeway. Woo! There I go with my animation. So, those are just some of the people that I like to follow. Oh, my Lanta, I would be remiss if I didn't mention. Oh, I just adore her. I love this sister in Christ, Lois. Water and the Word is her channel, and she just does Bible verses and shorts, and I adore her. Her and I have been going back and forth, making comments on each other's videos. That's another thing I want to bring to light, because there are so many of us that follow so many of the same groups. I get it. I'm a second shift worker. I have a husband, a house. We have medical things, issues that we're dealing with right now, and families, and that whole other side of the familial, I don't know, let's use the words that the kids are using these days, drama that goes on with families. I have a modern family too, both sides. And oh my Lanta, who was I talking about? The channels that we may not have enough time to watch everybody understands, but I want to make it a point. I want to make it a point for two things on a weekly basis. Number one, at least once a week, I want to go on your channel, give you a thumbs up or give you a comment. I really do. I have earbuds. I can wash dishes and I can listen to your videos. That counts as a video, a viewing, even though I'm just listening, and it's on my kitchen sink as I'm washing dishes. I can share you with other people, friends and family. I've done that before. Also, in kind, I know that the feeling has got to be mutual. For me, it has to be. If I'm going to go and thumbs up your video or share your video, and I don't see you ever thumbing me up or making a comment, it just makes me wonder. I don't know. Am I just a number? I don't understand. And I don't want you to feel that way as a creator. I don't want you to feel as a number. I also don't want to offend you if I don't subscribe financially to your channel. Don't be hurt. Don't be miffed or angered or call me out. but the door goes both ways, and there's always two sides of a road, if you get my drift. This was a while ago. I was on, could have even been years ago. I was on somebody's channel, and it was a live, and someone made me a moderator, which is fine. I was extremely honored. And then the few months went past, there was another live, and I noticed that I wasn't a moderator anymore. Then a couple years went by, and I was made a moderator again, but now I'm not. I don't get the whole moderator thing, and maybe it has to do with the creator liking people. That's why they have them as a moderator. I don't understand the moderator thing. The only thing I know from the moderator is I'm going to call out another person. I don't think they have a channel. CNC Female yesterday. I was having a grand time with her yesterday on the Keto Crusade channel. Being my moderator, she told me the reason she couldn't tag me in posts was because, get this, OMG, my name of the channel is Carnivore Jerry in the middle of a forest. Okay, in the middle of the forest. Sorry. Carnivore Jerry in the middle of the forest. Because we live in the middle of the forest. She said to me, I don't know why I can't tag you, Jerry. You're the only person that I couldn't do it. Well, she, CNC Female, aka Super Sleuth, in my opinion, Donna. Hey, Donna. She let me know that I had a space, so it was space. Carnivore Jerry in the middle of the forest. And that's why she couldn't tag me. So I'm thinking, I wonder if that's why people can't find me out there in the YouTube land. I don't know. Spaces matter, I guess. That's it for me, guys. I am at the job. If I have some time, I will get on later and talk to y'all later. Until then, have a pleasant rest of your day. Cheers. Yikes. Doesn't this look like a scary movie? I just got home. And two things I want to close out the video on. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera. Yikes. First off, thank you very much, Cindy. Cindy sent me a birthday card. Cindy, Demanch, and Brian have a YouTube channel, and she was one of my keto friends. So she sent me a happy birthday card. And, whoops, that wasn't smart, Jerry. Messing up with the lens. And a book marker. This will be great in my Bible. So thank you. Thank you very much. Second thing, I'm really sad about this. I did a contest for, it's been a long time, and I have prizes, gifts for the contest winners, and I have been waiting to send it because I ordered something for the people that won the contest. Well, long story very short, the products that I ordered were broken. They were all broken. Jack called me and said, "What did you order?" I have a box here, and he opened it up and he told me what it was, and I'm just disgusted. I'm totally disgusted because in waiting for the package to come, it was branded mugs with, in the middle of the forest, the name of my YouTube channel for these, my friends that won the contest. So, number one, I've been called out not once, but one of the people that I was supposed to send it to, but 2 people. So now I really look like a doofus. And I really look like a doofus because what I ordered as a surprise gift for these people, for all the people that won, came broken. So they're getting the things that they won, but they're not getting the gift because, well, we'll just say the 3 magic words: made in China. Enough said. I'm not going to hash it nor stress about it because, as the kids say nowadays, it is what it is. So let me go in the house and see this box of shards of mugs. Oy vey. Have a lovely, lovely day tomorrow. I'm closing it out today on Monday. Ooh, one last thing. Because I'm doing the shout outs, I like talking about my friends like Cindy and some of the channels that I watch. It's not that I'm calling people out, and it's not done with malice or poor intention at all. But I want to feature on Fridays a special channel every Friday. So if you out there would like me to do a shout out to your channel, I'm only doing one channel every Friday, and it's Fan Fave Friday or Shout Out Friday or Channel Friday. You call it anything you want, but I'd like to start doing that. And I think that what Cindy's doing with these birthday cards that she asked people to do, I think it's a lovely idea. So if you don't know Cindy DeManch, get to know her. Her YouTube channel is her name, and she's a lovely lady. So without further ado, I'm closing out this video. Take care, and we will talk tomorrow. Cheers. Good night.